CFDA. Yeah. Hey guys, what is up? My name is Michaela Smith Campbell, the fashion designer and founder for the fashion design brand MACK Smith, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, as usual, I am super excited to be going over this video with you guys because I will be talking about New York Fashion Week scheduling today and going over the calendar with you guys. Now this calendar you can find on the CFDA.com website, which is the Council of Fashion Designers of America. CFDA is basically a membership of about 450 American designers who just acquired the New York Fashion Week schedule in 2014. Every year since, they put out a formal application for all designers, credited designers, to be placed in slots for New York Fashion Week. Some famous designers you guys may recognize who are also board members of this group are DVF, aka Diane von Furstenberg, Tom Ford, Ralph Lauren, Donna Karan, Michael Kors, Marc Jacobs, Zoe Green, Rachel Zoe, and Vera Wang, just to name a few. And a lot of the membership to get on this board is by invitation and an election process as well. And the organization's main job is to promote a lot of emerging fashion designers. There's also a CFDA scholarship award where, there's applications every year that goes out where young students, designers can apply for the full tuition scholarship. And it's just recognizing a lot of the young emerging designers in their community. They have a lot of nonprofit events to CFDA and just to raise money so they can give out scholarships, grants to a lot of the younger designers. The CFDA nonprofit organization located in New York also creates several workshops. They have panel discussion, lectures, and introduce and speak about topics in regards to branding, communications, e-commerce, domestic and international trademark, PR, social media marketing, and investment and employment opportunities and information. Their main purpose is to always just spread knowledge and also update, safety practices for the American designers and make sure everyone's in the loop of what's going on in the economy, as well as connecting the young emerging designers to a lot of opportunities, internships, and therefore. So the CFDA had finally put their calendar up on their website of New York Fashion Week, which starts on September 9th up to September 14th. Looking at the whole week, I was honestly surprised I did not see Marc Jacobs on here because, as you guys know, Marc Jacobs, he is an American designer based in New York, and I did not see him for New York Fashion Week whatsoever. Yeah, whatsoever at all. It was a really surprise to me because I love Marc Jacobs, you guys. So some of my most favorites starting off to Friday, I think there's a slow transition. There is only a handful of the designers performing on Friday, such as Rebecca Minkoff. Her collection is set to start at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. on Friday the 9th. And then it's just actually a surprise appearance in New York Fashion Week. We're going to be seeing Fendi, which is actually a European design brand, which is actually a surprise. They'll be showcasing their collection for the spring-summer 2023 in New York. They're set to go for 8 o'clock p.m., so I'm excited to see that and check out their social media pages for that. Then the next day on Saturday, September 10th, some obvious ones I'm excited for are Jason Wu. He is set to showcase at 2 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. Super excited to see that collection, by the way. And of course, we have Alice and Olivia set to showcase 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then at 7 o'clock that same day, Sergio Hudson, which I love looking at his design. So I'm excited to see his brand especially. I love his sense of direction. So yeah, I'm excited to see where these designers will take us for the next year's spring and summer 2023 collection. And then Sunday, September 11th, 9/11, we have Ulla Johnson, which I'm super excited to be watching. Who Decides War? I never heard of that brand. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever heard of the brand Who Decides War. I don't know if that's like a newer brand or not. Let me know in the comments below if you guys ever heard of the brand Who Designs War. Of course, at 7 o'clock, we have the infamous Tommy Hilfiger showcasing their collection. And then the next day, on September 12th, some of the notable designers that I'm really looking forward to, at 10 o'clock, Carolina Herrera. And I've talked about her too, and her pieces, her outfits in my previous videos, like fashion weeks, prior fashion weeks. So when I do a video on, New York Fashion Week looks, I definitely might be going over some of her looks, or even my trend videos possibly, in the near future after looking at New York Fashion Week and even Paris Fashion Week, later on this month of September. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And then next up, we have Veronica Beard at 11. And then Coach at 2 o'clock. I honestly, for me, in terms of Coach, I like looking at their accessories, such as their bags, more than anything else. I don't know. I like looking at Coach's bags and some of their shoes. Yeah, that's for me what I'm looking for with Coach. And then 9 o'clock p.m. on September 12th, we have Laquan Smith showcasing his collection at 9 o'clock. I love Laquan Smith. I mean, his Instagram, his whole style of streetwear. I think it's just so fun, sexy, but yet edgy and just so like street. So I really love looking at him. I think he's so underrated. I mean, I love it, like just seeing like, Black designers emerging and adding culture mixed with fashion. And I think that he does a beautiful job in balancing both culture and fashion together. I think that his brand is just so innovative and I don't think he gets enough credit. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him and his brand. I'll be looking at his social medias, the website. I'll be looking everywhere for his show. And then next up on September 13th, we have COS at 2 o'clock p.m. That's a brand I do follow. That's a brand I do like. I'm excited to see. And then Tory Burch at 7 o'clock. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for those two. Tory Burch, again, similar to Coach, I do like their accessory pieces more than anything else for their brand. So I'm excited to see them and what they have to offer for the spring and summer collection for the next year. And last but not least, that day at 9 o'clock, showcasing is Puma. So yeah, I'm excited to see Puma, their streetwear, their sneakers, and so much more. They offer so much more than just sneakers, but I'm excited to see them and the direction that they're going to be going into with the spring and the summer season. And then last but certainly not least, we have the last day of New York Fashion Week, September 14th, which is a Wednesday. At 10 a.m. we have Michael Kors. I love Michael Kors. I mean, he is for those ladies, gentlemen out there who want to feel high-end but always can't afford the luxury side of high-end. So yeah, Michael Kors, I mean, it is a little bit more pricier than the average, brand, but for his great quality, he definitely offers a lot of quality and craftsmanship for affordable middle-class prices, which I admire and forever will. There are some pieces of Michael Kors that I specifically do not get because I feel like everybody has them because they're more affordable for the common consumer. But nonetheless, I do love watching his different looks. I do love looking at his, monogram print, details in the bags, purses, shoes, outerwear. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for Michael Kors. And then at 5 o'clock that same day, they have Midnight Studios. I really mess with them. Midnight Studios, I like them. And last but certainly not least, to close off all of New York Fashion Week, we have Tom Ford presenting his collection at 8 p.m. to close off New York Fashion Week. And let me know what you guys think below. Which designer are you most looking forward to seeing for their spring summer collections for the next year in 2023, and why? For me, I read off my designers. I think a lot of them bring something different to the table. Some of them, which are classical ones, such as Tom Ford and Coach, for example, I feel like they're just so classical, and I feel like they've been a part of, New York. I'm not going to lie, after looking at the schedule, I would have wished to see Marc Jacobs, because of course he's an American designer based in New York. I would have loved to see Ralph Lauren, again, another classical New York American design brand. And I would love to see Telfar, Brendan Blackwood, you know, those kind of designers, emerging designers. I know Telfar, he's been a part of the game for such a long time. And, you know, New York, he recently blew up in the past few years, especially with those famous monogram printed bags, the Telfar bags. So I would have really loved to have seen him in New York Fashion Week and participate. Yeah, Marc Jacobs, Ralph Lauren, Telfar, Brendan Blackwood. Just to name a few of designers that I can think of that I think when I think of New York designers and, you know, American designers, their face comes to my mind. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video as well. If you guys haven't already by this point in the video, please give me a follow and also a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.